When you think of your favorite musical artists from Beyonce to Lil Nas X, blues music has influenced them in some way. Even some of our favorite books like Pete the Cat have direct blues influences. The stories that they tell and their ability to drive out all of our emotions through their words have direct blues influences. And that's why you're able to bob your head or picture yourself countryside when you hear a song like Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. Or if you're like me, when I hear any of my favorites, why you're able to just dance the night away or remember stories and get into the music and you feel it, it's all because of these blues influences. And that's why it's so important to know the history of this beautiful music genre. And in the book Blues Journey by Walter D. Myers, readers get a glimpse of that beautiful, rich history. This wonderful book gives every reader an overview of the music genre and tells powerful stories through poems and beautiful illustrations. Every reader, and I promise every reader, will be able to relate to a poem in some way, and we all will find ourselves tapping our feet as we go through this text. So Blues Journey was written by Walter D. Myers and illustrated by Christopher Myers. And I think it's really special to note that Christopher Myers is actually the son of Walter D. Myers. So this is a father-son project, and I think that makes this book even more special. But as we get into the text, and I'm not going to give it all away because I really want you to check it out for yourselves, but I'm going to share some of the things that I thought were really important to know and really special. So as we get into the first couple pages, Walter D. Myers gives us a brief overview of the history of the blues. And I wanted to share these final notes that he left in this section. And he said, "I've heard the blues all of my life, and I love this rich music. I love the lyrics as a poetry form, which is what the blues journey is all about, invoking the heartfelt feelings of those who sing and of those who take the journey just by listening." And that's what we all do. Music is a journey for all of us, no matter the style that you like. This first poem has these beautiful illustrations of these young men, and the blue tone of them makes the book cool and refreshing. And that's the whole theme of this book. It's the coolest book I promise I've ever read. And this first poem, which is repeated throughout the book a couple times, says, "Blues, blues, blues. Blues, what you mean to me. Blues, blues, blues. Blues, what you mean to me. Are you my pain and misery or my sweet, sweet company?" And I want to share one more poem that I really enjoyed, and then I want you to go to your local library and check it out. And that is on this next page. And it's the same illustration from the cover of the book depicting these young men on a journey, as we all are on our journey through our lives. And this poem says, "Going on a journey, looking for my supposed to be. Going on a journey, looking for my supposed to be. I'm riding that blues highway, and Lord is riding me." And then some other important notes that I don't want you to miss when you go check out your copy of Blues Journey by Walter D. Myers are in the back of the book. First, we have this beautiful illustration of this young woman who this is how I definitely looked when I was a young girl, which was not that long ago. But we have a timeline of the blues music. And this is really cool because it breaks it down and shows how blues influences came about in 1865. How awesome is that? That is so long ago. And if you go to the final pages of the book, there's another beautiful illustration. And then there's also a glossary of some of these terms that are used in blues music that anybody might need a refresher on or might not be so familiar with, because I especially wasn't. So I'll share one of these terms with you, which is blackbirds fly. And this says, blackbirds were often used as a symbol for African Americans. Blackbirds flying or dreaming about flying became a symbol for escaping misery. So not only will you get beautiful poems in this book, you'll also learn some different things about the history. The final thing I wanted to share with you, which I found to be very important, was this handprint that was on the back. Of course, we can try to figure out what the purpose of this handprint was, but from my understanding and my immediate thought was this is a handprint that blues music has left on every genre that has come after it. Its cultural influences, its impact, it's still starting in 1865 and it's still relevant today. So it has left its handprint on everything that we listen to and read and know now. So thank you so much for listening to my book talk, Blues Journey by Walter D. Myers. I'm Cearra Harris, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.